up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you never miss any of my posts. So today, I'm going to be talking about conspiracy theories. YouTube doesn't want these online anymore, and there's all these articles popping up everywhere about what YouTube's going to do about it, but I'm going to film it anyways. So I'm sorry. Alright, so all these conspiracy theories you're going to hear are probably ones that you've heard before. But, you didn't hear them on my channel or from me. So, conspiracy theory numero uno. 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was a national tragedy, and I'm sorry to everybody who lost family in this tragedy. Don't want to mean any harm. Here's the theory. The theory is that the Bush administration and everybody related to that had received warnings prior to the attack, but they purposely turned a blind eye because they wanted an excuse to start war in the Middle East. There is another theory that it was an inside job, and that is due to many witnesses saying they heard explosions coming from the basement levels where the plane obviously did not hit, and also coming from the levels below where the plane hit prior to the plane actually hitting the tower. So it is theorized that there were bombs placed in the buildings and they went off right before the plane hit. So it was like the plane caused all these explosions, but after witnesses heard the explosions going off, and there are videos of explosions happening. So, okay, theory number 2 is that the JFK assassination is, it's a theory, because what was told to us was incorrect. Is that they said that there were 3 shots fired, and they have it on video that there were at least 4 shots fired. While one of the shots that was fired, how many times can I say fired? One of the shots that was fired came from a complete opposite direction than the one where Oswald, the main and the prosecuted shooter, was from, which people have theorized came from a group of other people hiding behind a picket fence, and as soon as Oswald left off the first shot or whatever, the other people started shooting as well. It is a theory that Oswald was not the only shooter in the JFK assassination, that there were multiple shooters involved, since you can see at least one shot coming from a completely different direction from the other shots. Short as fuck theory. What's up, fam? Okay, another theory that doesn't really have a lot of evidence, but isn't a theory that I consider interesting, is Princess Diana's death. And the theory is that she was in fact murdered. And this is a theory because they believe that some rogue elements of the British Secret Service did not like Diana's relationship with Dottie Fade. And so, since Princess Diana died in a fatal car accident in Paris, it is believed that these rogue elements of the British Secret Service had sent photographers and other cars after the driver of Princess Diana. And after the crash, it is theorized that the blood of Henry, the driver, got switched out to seem like he was intoxicated, and that was the reason of the crash. But the theory is that the British Secret Service sent people out to blind and disorient him, and that is what caused his crash. But the one thing about this theory is there's no like technical evidence about it, but I just found it really interesting that Princess Diana could have been murdered. Okay, so now, because I like to keep these videos short and everything, we're going to talk about the Mandela effect. It is my favorite conspiracy theory that I've ever heard about. I got sucked into the dark hole that is the Mandela effect and conspiracy theories back in summer 2017. And boy, I tell everybody about the Mandela effect. It's really funny. They all hate me because I do it. I'll bring it up at random points. I'm like, have you heard about this thing? I don't know how to explain what the Mandela effect is, but I'm going to use an example to explain this. It's like the Berenstain Bears. You thought, well, I don't know about you guys, I always thought the Berenstain Bears was spelled S-T-E-I-N. That's not correct. It is actually spelled S-T-A-I-N. So it's not Berenstain, it's Berenstain. And I grew up my entire life thinking that it was Berenstain. So I was wrong. Okay, so example number 2 of the Mandela effect is Oscar Mayer. Now, you guys all know the song, like, I got a friend named, yeah, you know the song Oscar Mayer. And when you have to spell, like, Meyer, you would think M-E-Y-E-R. That's not correct. It's actually M-A-Y-E-R. So it's like Oscar Mayer instead of Oscar Mayer. So there's that. And I don't know about you guys, but like I totally believe in all of these things. Mainly because of the Berenstain Bears one. But I totally believe in these things. And then, I don't know if you guys listen to We Are the Champions by Queen. But like I grew up on that. I'm not old though. I'm not old. I'm 20. But I grew up listening to like We Are the Champions and everything. And you would think at the end, like if you remember it, if you listen to it, it ended with Of the World. I can't sing. And that's not correct. It finishes with, it doesn't finish with End of the World, like Of the World. It just finishes with We Are the Champions. It just ends with We Are the Champions. It doesn't have anything to do with Of the World. Now, let's talk about the Monopoly Man. Like I said, you guys have probably definitely heard all of these theories before, but not from me. So, yeah, let's talk about the Monopoly Man. When you picture the Monopoly, close your eyes, and I want you to picture the Monopoly Man. Okay, what do you see him with? Do you see him with a monocle and a money bag? Is that how you see him? Monopoly Man with a monocle and everything? Well, if that is, you're wrong. Because the Monopoly Man does not have a monocle. Chick-fil-A. Okay, this one kind of made me mad because like I still hate spelling Chick-fil-A because of this. But Chick-fil-A is not spelled C-H-I-C, C-H-I-K. It's spelled like a normal chick. C-H-I-C-K. And I know, like, when you look at the signs, you might remember it having to be spelled C-H-I-C. That's still how I spell it to this day, and I know about this. And I still will not spell it C-H-I-C-K. So, that's Mandela effect. Like, if you used to think it was spelled C-H-I-C, sorry, it's not. Okay, so this one's for all those Star Wars fans out there. Don't come at me at all, but like I've never seen Star Wars or anything, but I still know the famous line that everybody says, and like Darth Vader supposedly says. He's like, what everyone thinks he says is, Luke, I am your father. He does not say, Luke, I am your father. In fact, he says, no, I am your father. And my entire life, I grew up saying, Luke, I am your father, because although I've never seen Star Wars, I still knew the line. So if you used to believe, or you remember hearing in the movie him saying, Luke, I am your father, boy, Mandela effect, because it never happened. Okay, and then the last example of the Mandela effect that I'm going to give is in the movie Silence of the Lambs. We all know the Hello, Clarice line that was supposedly in the film. But it doesn't exist. Hannibal Lecter never says, "Hello, Clarice," in the movie. All he says when she walks in is, "Good morning." Not a single hello, not saying her name or anything. So if you remember "Hello, Clarice," like pretty much everybody does, it didn't happen. I'm trying to film. Boy, I swear to God, it's windy as shit. The theories with the Mandela effect, besides just giving examples, is that we are switching between two different realities. So we have the reality in which we remember things being one way, and then we have the reality in which things are a completely different way. And we keep switching between those. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much just we're switching between two realities. Like, that's the only theory that would make sense to why people remember one thing happening when a completely different thing was happening. Okay, so I know you guys have probably heard those conspiracy theories a lot prior to this, and I know this didn't have a lot of conspiracy theories in it, but I'm also like trying not to get in trouble with YouTube since they don't want to see it anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications. Follow me on all my other social medias, which are going to be linked in the description box, and until next time, peace out.